12 in the 5th. And now this match-winning break in the last.
Fantastic, look at that. He's had a little cannon to the black as well, just to push the other red into play. Superb from Judd Trump. And this is where he really comes into his own, doesn't he? The frame and match well and truly won. We'll probably see him fizzing a few balls around. And why not? It's what this crowd wants to see.
Yes, luck helps, obviously, but with Trump, as with all great players, it's 99% skill.
85.
Yeah, and he'll make sure of the century first before he starts flying that cue ball around the table.
92.
Yellow, green and brown 94. For his second century of this match.
'97.
Yeah, he's finished on a high. And he'll surely be very satisfied with his first match of the season. 2 centuries and victory over Mark Williams.
406.
Yeah, and here comes the exhibition snooker. Fantastic performance from Judd Trump. Very well played. He's brushed Mark Williams aside with ease today.
412.
Yeah, the missed pink in frame 7 was big, the fluke was big. But it was a big performance in the end from Judd Trump. He finishes with his second century of the match, and he's off and running here at the Shanghai Masters.
Red colour, and probably one more red just to cement it. Although I think if it gets to the snooker's required stage, and Judd was to miss, I think Ronnie will just be looking for the door anyway. I think
64.
He's had enough for this session.
When they met in the final here in 2017, it was Trump on the wrong end of a drubbing 10-3. He's threatening something even more comprehensive here. And since 2017, of course, O'Sullivan has won
71.
Every one of these Shanghai Masters, 4 in a row, including the COVID interruption.
Yeah, I mean, the nature of snooker is that while you get 2 evenly matched great players, the nature of the game is that only one player can be at the table. So if you are on the receiving end, there's literally nothing you can do, and you can get landslides like this. We've seen it before in snooker. One player totally dominant, the other player out of sorts. And I think
78.
Either the red that he missed early in the match, O'Sullivan to right corner, affected his confidence, or maybe gave Judd a boost. Either way, it's a freakishly easy scoreline between 2 great players who are quite evenly
83.
matched. But he's good for it, Judd Trump. He deserves to be miles in front.
84.
He's got better and better as the session has gone on, from a fairly average first couple of frames.
Looking to put the icing on the cake of what has been a wonderful session for him, with a 4th century, his 7th of this tournament.
Foul.
Oh, what a shame. He managed to pot the red. Unfortunately for him, the white went in as well. But what a performance. Ronnie O'Sullivan must wonder what's hit him there.
1 more frame required.
This is quite good to see Ronnie choosing to play the correct shot. That red a step too far to left middle. Although he's not got a good cue ball. Just fancied Ronnie getting down and knocking that red into middle because of the scoreline. Just trying to make something happen. He's certainly left reds potable for Judd. All of them look quite high tariff though.
One good pot is probably end a match. And there it is. Well, that sums up how he's played today. He's been superb, Judd Trump. It'll be a satisfying win. He's lost the last 5 against O'Sullivan, if he can come through here. But then it's move on to the final, because he, of course, is here to win this tournament.
6.
Yeah, he had a good break, as you were saying, between seasons, and did some travelling, just, you know, put the cue down and thought about other things. Because believe it or not, there are other things in the world other than snooker.
Is there?
But when you get back to it, of course, you want to be absolutely focused on what you're doing, and it's a good balance to have. If you're at the top of the game, you're earning a lot of money, you can do that, of course. You sit the odd tournament out. O'Sullivan does it himself.
12.
Yeah, and it's hard, unless you're at the top of the game, to really understand and appreciate the toll it takes on you. These guys are getting to the latter stages, going deep in pretty much every event. You look at Judd's season: 5 wins, 3 runners-up, 3 semis, 5 quarter-finals last year. Pretty much every time he got his cue out, he was at events for a long period of time, and it can just have an impact on you come the end of the year. You know, I'm not a believer in this burnout that players talk about. I don't think that really exists. You know, we all want to play snooker, and we will play regardless, but
19.
just mentally it's good to have a little bit of a break. Judd's looking so good though, as did Shaun Murphy yesterday. Both of them the star boys in this event so far this week, and what a final we've got tomorrow. The 2 best players, without a doubt,
24.
taking each other on to lift the big one. £210,000 for the winner and the trophy.
$25.
Yeah, it's going to be a Super Sunday here in Shanghai. So just a slight stumble early in the session, but that was all put to one side when he made the century. He's 4th to lead 9-3, and this now is match ball for Judd Trump,
31.
who is going to be through to a 4th Shanghai Masters final, looking though for his first title here in this great city.
$36.
It's been near perfect snooker for Judd Trump today. I'm sure he'll be really excited for the final tomorrow. If he can produce this kind of form again, it's going to be an incredible day of snooker.
Ronnie O'Sullivan's 21-match unbeaten run in Shanghai has come to an end. Judd Trump with an emphatic 10-3 victory.
Well, this is the problem when you're facing Judd Trump. What looks like a safe position proves not to be.
Yeah, brilliant shot from Judd Trump. The cross double was always an option. See, the cue ball was always heading back to baulk as well. It was pretty much a natural.
Look at the shot he's tried. Oh, that's incredible. That is incredible.
37.
Can't think many players would have got the reds open from this position, but you see the way they just parted there.
38.
But even so, it's got to go in. And it hasn't.
Shaun Murphy, 1.
Yeah, Murphy will not just shake hands, he'll allow Trump to have the victory lap, if you like. These are the moments you dream of, aren't they, as a player? The match is 1. You're at the table, and you know that when the break ends, if it ends, you'll be able to say, well, that was a great day. 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 That before a clearance, and your opponent is going to shake your hand. So these are the moments you dream about in snooker.
Well, he won 5 ranking titles last season. This isn't a ranking event, but it's one very highly prized because of its elite nature.
7.
And Judd Trump will have it on his CV, and it will be his 40th professional title. And he's played terrifically well. Beat Mark Williams, Si Jiawei, of course, Ronnie O'Sullivan, 10-3. Ronnie, the man here in Shanghai, winning the last 4. But Trump came through that one comfortably and made the great start to the final, 7-1. And then again, the great start to the second session, winning the first 3. And after that, it just looked inevitable he would get over the line.
21.
The first of how many this season? That's the question. There's plenty of titles to contend for.
Yes, and I think he'll play in most. You know, he plays in, without naming the events that are not as big as this Shanghai Masters, he'll put all his effort into the ones he does play in, because he's won a lot of them before. So he always goes out there with a view to winning each event like it's the biggest
29.
that he can win.
31.
Yeah, he sees a trophy, he wants to win it. It's a great attitude. It's the attitude the great players have always had.
I mean, he generates a phenomenal amount of cue speed. So much cue power. The cue comes through so quickly. I think it comes around his body a little bit. And that's why he can play all these extraordinary shots. Physically, other players just can't play them because they can't get that cue moving with the same speed through the ball.
Judd Trump makes a perfect start to the new snooker season. And for the first time, he is the Shanghai Masters champion.